Om Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Srimati Senthil, and I come from Hartford, Connecticut chapter on behalf of Aim for Seva. I have to actually share how I entered into Aim for Seva about 10 years ago, I would say. I had a great friend, his name is Dr. Niranjan, who asked me to just volunteer and do some errands for a Aim for Seva donor appreciation event. And I said, okay. And that's when I joined. I had two little girls at the time who had the opportunity to actually sing at the beginning of one of those donor appreciation event, which I thought was a great opportunity, and slowly got into it. But that was the turning point for me and never looked back. And now I've been put into the opportunity to actually be the chapter coordinator for Connecticut, which I took on last year and going in second year. And I'm already excited about it. My reasoning for being with Aim for Seva is more deep into not just, connecting with people and, having our kids perform, but giving back. Every time we actually educate a child, you give it back to the community. I come from a family where my dad was a teacher, and he always said that, teacher is one of the most noblest professions. And in order to facilitate for our kids to actually get that kind of education, it's very important for us to give back. And when I moved to the US, I have always thought back, how am I going to do this? I'm a physician. I do take care of patients, but I want to give back to children and bring up, more people who can actually save the world, save the planet. And this is the best way I could think of. What is more passionate for me is this year, I actually had the chance to go to Udumalpet. And I will tell you that I had one of the most phenomenal experience along with my husband. And I didn't want to actually come back. I told him if he could just leave me there for a few days, I would actually stay with those children, cook with them, and, kind of go around. That's how beautiful it was. And what also touched me very much is the maturity, the sense of how much these kids have gratitude for what we do. And that's what I've brought back this time to talk to my state, which is Connecticut, and tell folks that these kids actually feel for every dollar that we give. Every child that we actually support actually knows that we are doing this from our hearts. I think I will be going to a Chatralayam every year. And this time I made it a point that I didn't even actually go to the temple. I said, no, I want to go to the Chatralayam first, and then we'll think about other aspects of going around. So that's how I came, into the Aim for Seva family. And I just want to immerse more so that we can all make a change. See, Aim for Seva is a national organization both in India and the United States. When we look at how much our dollar matters and how much we bring value to this child, for every dollar, only about less than 6 cents is taken for administrative and other expenses. 94 cents goes to this child. I don't think of any other organization that can do that. And just imagine, you give $1, and with 94 cents, I can tell you that these kids actually get so much more than we can actually think of doing with that dollar here. It's a very transparent organization, and that's why I want to stay with this and encourage more people to be, contributing to a cause that is noble. The people involved in this have that core value of being noble, and all in all, it's a win-win. And I think also, keeping with Swami Dayananda Saraswati's teachings, that education, you can't go around and teach each and every child, but if our dollar can make that difference, I think we should all do that. It is just so amazing that this is our 25th year. I feel bad that I haven't been through all of these 25 years of this organization, but I think we're going to see years and years of this growth. And there are youngsters involved in this who take it on to the next level. So every year is going to be leaps and bounds for Aim for Seva, and I can see that. Being the 25th year, it is like our salutation to Swami Dayananda Saraswati for having shown the way. It's just gone past so fast before we turn around. And I hope that my children, long after I'm gone, stay on to see when it's 100 years of Aim for Seva.